Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. So today brings us to a place that I've been wanting to go to for a couple years now, ever since I started exploring, and that is the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike tunnels. Now, where we're at is, this is Route 30, just before you get to Breezewood, and it's kind of where Route 30 and the current Turnpike, Route 76, interject, and there's a big like truck plaza down there, as well as other places to eat and so on and so forth. Now, as we came up this little hill here, if you're coming the way I did, which was from the current Turnpike 76 westbound, as you get off and you come off the on-ramp to Route 30, you actually pass the old on-ramp for the old Turnpike, which is where we're at. And you come up this little hill, and they have a couple of these Jersey barriers here, tons of graffiti, and a little bit here on the Turnpike itself. Now, we do have a little bit ways to walk. Now, in total, this entire abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike is about 13 miles long. It starts either here or at the other end, depending on which way you want to start. But this is the tunnel that we're going to come up on, is the Rays Hill Tunnel. And I'm going to put some stuff up here on the screen. I don't know the exact dates of it, but I know this was, I think this originally started as a railroad, but because I think they ran out of money, it ended up being purchased by either the Highway Commission or whatever it was called back then, and turned it into this part of the road here into two of several tunnels along the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's actually quite cool today. It was only about 60 something when I woke up this morning, and I'm actually wearing jeans because I think I want to start doing this more and more because of the places that I go. There is some tall grass and things like that, so wearing jeans is just smarter than me always wearing shorts. When I went to the Elvira World War II bunkers a couple weeks back, I ended up getting 2 ticks on me. So yeah, some good walking shoes, hiking shoes. I do have a light jacket in my backpack here, because I was told that it does get pretty cold in the tunnels themselves. So not sure how long this walk is, maybe a mile or so to the first tunnel, the Rays Hill Tunnel. But yeah, this is pretty neat. Great way to spend a Saturday. So coming along the road here, there is some graffiti. It's nowhere near what Graffiti Highway is, but a lot of, you know, the typical graffiti that you see. People are obsessed with certain parts, and they feel the need to draw them. Like I said, I'm not sure how long it is to the tunnel here, but it's only about 71 degrees, 72, so really nice. Now, as I've been walking here, I just walked by a couple of guys there. There's, you know, sporadically some houses, and I think there's some farmland over here, so it's kind of populated on either side. It's not completely desolate. Like right up here to my left is either someone's house or a little shack of some kind. Yeah, someone's house. So, and then there are some houses back up there. But this is really nice to walk on. It's nice and flat. There's also, this is also a great place to bring a bike. And I actually would recommend bringing a bike if you want to do the entire 13-mile stretch from the Rays Hill Tunnel start there, back where I did my intro, all the way to the Sidling Hill Tunnel, which is on the other end there. Which I may go to today, I may not, I'm not sure. Depending how much time I got today. But you can still see there's some remnants. There are some remnants here of the old blacktop. Oh, and someone was nice enough to say halfway. Don't know if that's true or not, but I haven't been walking too long, maybe 20 minutes or so. I got some more people up here. Okay, I don't think we're too far now. And now we're coming up on some actual blacktop that's still intact, and you can even still see the yellow lines here and the white lines. Now, if memory serves me correct, because these tunnels that we're going to see, or the one tunnel that we're going to see today, was originally designed as a railroad tunnel. The Turnpike normally was 2 lanes, but they had to funnel it down to 1 lane each way because the tunnel itself just wasn't wide enough. And from what I also read, that during the heavy travel seasons is that these tunnels got really congested. And I think probably why they made a completely new turnpike and left this to be abandoned. But I think we must be getting close because I just passed another group of people that weren't that far ahead of me. So I'm thinking just around this curve here, we're going to see the tunnel. Now these still have the reflectors here. And this says Stimsonite 94. Not sure if that's like the model, or you've seen these a lot of times. So like when your headlights hit them, they act as little reflectors when you're driving down the highway to help you at nighttime. And even still have some of the old guardrail here. Let's see more of it up here. And I do see the start of a hill, so I bet it's right around this corner. Now this would be cool to come to see in the wintertime when all this is, you know, all the overgrowth, when everything's dead and it looks like, you know, something out of The Walking Dead. Be pretty neat to come back and see. Here we go, guys. Coming up on the Rays Hill Tunnel. Now, if I remember, I will time myself walking back to see how long that was, but I want to say that was probably no more than a half hour of walking, so not too bad at all. But it's something how, you know, like I always say with abandoned places, they just left it here. But like, you know, it would probably cost them an arm and a leg to, you know, blow this whole thing up and collapse it. Pretty ominous looking. Like something right out of a horror movie. We have, I think there's an actual road that, yeah, that we're walking over here. Cool. But you can see how the road did curve, and it is on a bit of a slant. Now, I'm not sure how long this particular tunnel is, but I think it's less than a mile, but it is really dark, and we may walk through it to the other side. And I can see a little bit, I can already hear my voice echoing there. I can see a little sliver of light the other end of the tunnel there. But I believe we can get up in here and see the inside here. But before we go in, we actually have some nice, quite a bit of graffiti. You can see the old lights in the ceiling here. Osmo's picking up pretty good. But let's make our way in. Stairway down there to looks like a water main. Shine my flashlight in there. Yeah, tons of trash. It's disappointing to see, but pretty normal. Oh geez, that is locked shut. I don't know if there's any way else to get in. Thought that was open, but I guess they probably welded it or something. Yeah, it's been welded right here, so maybe we can't get up in there. I don't know. Yeah, this has all been welded. Huh. Would be neat to get up in there and see. Maybe there's another way in, not sure. I mean, I could try and climb through this, but that looks pretty sharp right there, so. And it looks like someone tried to cut this. It's pretty flimsy, but. So we're gonna make our way in, and I'm gonna keep my voice down a little bit because the echo in here is pretty crazy. Now, I probably will need to turn my light on as I get further in. Give you a shot of the opening there. Yeah, and that little sliver of light you see, that's the opening on the other end. So this one's not too long. All right, yeah, we are getting dark. All right, so this is actually the first time I've gotten to use the Lume Cube. You can see I have it on the highest setting right now. It's working pretty good. And I'm not even that far from the entrance and it's already this dark. Now the Sidling Hill Tunnel is even longer than this. I think that one's over a mile long. Quite an echo in here. Now just to show you how dark it is, I'm going to turn my light off. One tiny little white dot. There we go. I think I'm about in the middle of the tunnel, and it is much cooler in here, but I don't think I'm going to need the jacket because I did work up a nice sweat, you know, getting my way here. Just got passed by a couple of bike riders, but I don't want to walk because this light is really bright, and I have it on the lowest setting. So, but yeah, this is pretty ominous. So, hard to believe I came all the way from down there, and I got about that much left to go to get to the other side of this tunnel. So, now I will see you guys on the outside. All right, we made it to the other side of the Rays Hill Tunnel here at the abandoned Turnpike tunnels. That was a heck of a walk. It wasn't too bad, but it kind of sloped up and down a little bit. But I did find a door that's open on this side, so maybe we can go in and kind of take a look. And I don't know if we'll be able to get up top, but let's take a look. Oh, I'll turn our handy dandy light on. I don't know if there's any stairs here, but all right, not sure. Nope, darn, no stairs. We just have a couple of old power boxes, some old conduit and such, but no way to get up. But Cool to see inside nonetheless, and we have some of the side of the barrier over there, tons of graffiti. Oh. Let's come around to the outside here. Yeah, there's nothing on the outside of this. It doesn't look like there's a real easy way to climb up the side there either. I don't know. But pretty impressive. And you know, I've got kind of mixed feelings about graffiti and whatnot. I mean, obviously the really crude stuff and the, you know, the dick pics and things like that, I don't really care for. But you know, some people actually put the time and, you know, draw some pretty neat things. Like there's this right here that caught my eye. It's actually quite nice. There are some people that have some pretty cool talent out there. So here's what we're gonna do. Gonna head back down to where I came from, the other side of the tunnel there, and then I'm gonna send the drone up and get some really cool shots of this part of the highway, maybe even fly into the tunnel a little bit and see how far I can go. But, sorry to blind you guys out. There we go. Yeah, so let's get walking and I will see you guys on the other side. I almost forgot. I want to time myself, not time myself, and see how long it takes to get to, or from one end of this particular tunnel to the next. And I also want to see how far I can walk in before I need to use the flashlight. Because if you do come here, guys, one thing I will say, especially towards this end of the tunnel, there are some big chunks of the ceiling that have fallen out and are littered. So if you, whether you're walking or biking in here, you definitely want to have a light so you can see where you're going. I think one guy almost ate it right in the hallway, or down the tunnel there, hitting one of these like this right here, one of these big chunks. There we go. That's better. Turn my light back off. And for you guys, I'm looking on the screen here, it is completely dark, but there is a really nice breeze coming through here. Like I said, with this being July, and it was relatively cool today, only about 72, 73 degrees, I still don't really feel the need for any kind of windbreaker or whatever. Obviously in the fall, even if it is warmer outside, yeah, I could see this getting very, very cold. But I am losing quite a bit of light from behind me. So I can still see if I let my eyes adjust here. I think this side of the road, this would be the westbound lane, which I'm on right now. There's not too many stones, or chunks of concrete. So yeah, I think at this point, I'm nowhere near halfway yet, and yeah, I definitely need to turn the light on. And I need to turn it on full blast. That does feel good though. But yeah, here's some more of those big chunks that have fallen out. You can see up there. And there is an empty space above through the crack there. So the ceiling in here, like I said before, is flat, but I bet it's more curved. Let's see if we can look through. Yeah, it looks like it's curved. All right, so I'm coming up on the end of the tunnel here, not too far away, but I'm gonna stop. I'm the only one in the tunnel right now, so I'm gonna stop, not make any noise, and I just want you guys to hear just how utterly silent this is. That's creepy, especially when you're by yourself in the middle of the tunnel and you turn your light off. So, that away. But I would absolutely 100% recommend some kind of LED light, a light panel, or even a little mini flashlight like this right here works just fine, because once you get, you know, a few hundred yards into the, into the tunnel, it is pitch black. I mean, you can see the little bit of light coming out of the other, each end of the tunnel, but it is still, you can't see your feet, you can't see where you're walking, and with that debris at the other end of the tunnel there, it'd be real easy to trip and fall. But ironically enough, even in the middle of the tunnel, under tons and tons and tons of earth, I have a cell signal in here. I can't get one in my damn house, but I have one in the middle of an abandoned turnpike tunnel. And here we are. So that took all of 15 minutes to get outside the, to walk from one end of the tunnel to the other. So, like an idiot, I left my camera going the whole time I was flying my drone, and I only got 17% left. So I may have to switch to the phone. Now, while the gate down below is welded shut, I did climb up the side here, and there's a little pathway around to the back of this. So let me use up what I got left on this camera and switch to my phone if I have to. So we are on top. Take a peek in there. Now, with this, I believe, this big control thing on top here is for the ventilation. There's a couple of big fans, it looks like. Yeah, here we go. Looks like we, oh, no dogs, but a chipmunk. Yeah, so we got some creepy steps going down here. Let's see here. That's welded, but I think I may be able to get in through that way. Throw my bag in there. That was a tight squeeze. Dark. But yeah, here we go. Let's be careful, the hole in the floor. And that goes down 2 stories. Whew. Sounds like we got some pigeons in there, but here is the engine room. And I think these were giant blower fans to help ventilate the tunnel. Wow. Just look at that. That's wicked cool. Oh yeah, we got some pigeons in here. Same thing on the other side here. And that window, that's right where I came up. Now, whenever you're exploring a place like this, especially by yourself, try to be as careful as you can, because, you know, you could really get hurt. Tweet, 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 tweet. All right, let's go check this out down in here. We have some more rooms. A lot of flies and stuff. Turn that up down to 11% left on this. I like, it's kind of neat how it comes to a point like that. You can hear, and I can't even see if that, oh, this is above the tunnel here. That goes the entire length of the tunnel down there. That's crazy, wow. That's spooky as hell. Oh, this is really neat. Not gonna go walking down there because that was on the, that didn't look too sturdy. So we're gonna make our way back out here. Get one last look at these giant turbines here. That's so neat. Made it back out. I'll walk around the side here. Yeah. Very cool. Alrighty guys, well, since I only have about 6% battery life left, it's as good a place as any to wrap things up if I don't get taken away by a big ass bird. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, and like always, we'll see you soon. It's time for lunch.